So this is going to be like one of the leg workouts, going to be an explanation to like the different kind of angles and how do I warm up. Legs usually is one of my favorite workouts. I started having such a good leg as going up. Actually developed way better than the top part of the body for me. And we're going to do with the different angles of how can you develop each strand of the muscle. And I understand that I saw a lot of people growing up in gymnastics and like doing different kind of sports. Whatever they're getting used to, the motion of their sport the most, that's how they develop the muscle. So I figured out it's more of a how can I actually enhance each kind of muscle by learning, taking different aspects from different people and different kind of sports. So it's pretty much repetition on the same angle that's going to develop that strand, that's going to go through each part of the development of the quadriceps, of the hamstrings, of the calves, and take you through it. This one is going to be a long form with a lot of explanation. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so for this one, we're going to be trying to do the knees over toes guy. And with I warm up usually with every workout with this one. So he said like you're supposed to put a weight or something to lift your heels up under your heel, and then you're gonna try to do with your toes in focus. Let me actually position it a lot better than this so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. Perfect. So I usually warm up with these, and you would lift one knee up and you'll go down like this. Sometimes you can take it off or you're good at it, you know. Just keep the toes up and try to do 10 and 10 on each side. I usually start 4 sets by 10. Of course, before this we did 100 squats, air squats, just as a warm-up too. And then you go to other foot. As you can tell, my toes are up. I'm going on my toes and up and down, up and down. Okay. Of course, this angles, I never trained it before for the knees over toes guy, but he was amazing because he was able to get out of a lot of pain and shoulder injury out of it into this developed shoulder. So we're gonna go there. I'm gonna show you. I'm do also the sledge with that one. Let's see. Yeah, I do the sledge with that one too. Yeah, so with this one, we're trying to work out. Keep falling. We're trying to work out the whole quads on this one. So you want to keep your legs apart and try to work the quad from outside. Staying as like in a single shape or 11 or parallel does not help the quad because that's not how your leg position. You're supposed to start from the side. Your leg is like that and go all the way wide as you guys saw me. And then we're gonna go for the second variation of this one. And see you there. Easy as to grasp, but you're not supposed to do it like that because sometimes if you have any injury or something, it's not the most recommended stuff to do. So I would just go to 90 degrees. You don't have to hit it that hard. Yeah, squat was easy work. If you try to stay with that position where your legs is not really parallel to each other, they're like more open a little bit. This one is amazing to activate all the kind of front quads, the 3 heads, and the hamstrings. We're gonna switch on a different position and an angle. This one worked the outside of the quad. You see that X shape, shoulders, small waist, and bigger quads. The one outside, I'm gonna show you exactly the exercise that I figured out is the best one for it. Now, if you notice with this one, I'm standing, my feet are next to each other. And that's simply because when your standing position, your feet is next to each other, you're working the outer side of the muscle. When your legs is open, you're working more the main side and the inner side of the muscle. So if you want to develop that part, you know, this makes sense. And there, it's actually pretty. There we go. Okay, pretty good. So if you want to develop that part of the quads, you gotta keep your feet tight and go straight. But when you want to do squats, you want to go like here. But for the outer, want to keep your toes next to each other and go straight. It works on the long, is it called the longest side, the longest muscle in your body. It attaches from your knee to your hip joint. A very important muscle. Again, functionality and good shape. Functionality, good shape, and longevity is exactly my perception and my theory. Alright, so we're going to start with the leg press machine, and with this one it's going to be a little bit of variation. So we're going to do isolation like we used to, and we're going to have the position. I'm going to try to explain to you the positioning of the legs and how is it different for each muscle. Let's just do our first 4 sets, and then I'll explain all of that while we keep hustling at it. Okay. Okay, so with this one, I see a lot of misconceptions about what people think the positioning of the legs. So if you're going up here, you're doing hamstrings, which is the muscle behind the quads. If you're going down, of course, you're pushing through the quads. And if you position it in the middle, it's optimally on the quad set muscle. So let's just explain. If you swing your leg up over there, then this is hamstrings. You know? There we go. I'm working this last part of the muscle. If I position my leg in the middle or in the lower, then we're working the quad. So, quick tip for people who do not understand the positioning on the leg press machine. If you go higher, you're doing hamstrings. If you position middle or lower, you're focusing more on the quads. All right. Now we're gonna do this machine, and uh, it's actually very important for okay, I'm gonna turn down, but you guys know what I'm doing right now. And this one is very important for multiple reasons. So you got your lower back is pretty much from sitting all the time. It's pretty like all tightened up together, right? So in order for you to like kind of make blood reach that inner part of your spine, like the tailbone, you need to do something like this. So you need to stretch in reverse, because what other position do you have than sitting down or slouching that you're actually not strengthening the lower back and stretching it in reverse with an exercise? Because you can do lower back exercises as much as you can, but this one pushes the blood intensely in the lower part of the tailbone, and I actually feel it a lot better. So people who's driving a lot, people who's sitting a lot, slouching a lot, I'm one of them. This is an amazing exercise for you guys. Yes, as you saw, you're trying to pull up and kind of try to hold. Do as let 10 to 15, and then hold for like 10 to 30 seconds just to strengthen that part and push more blood into that area. Watch more as I'm gonna put some weight, and we start all the way from the bottom. If you noticed, I didn't start all the way like hanging up. No, all the way from the bottom, and you go to full 90 degrees, go back again, full control. Form over weight, guys. I cannot repeat this multiple times. Form is the best way to develop good physique, good muscles, not just slamming weights. Uh-oh, battery's dying. It's okay, I got 2 more. What if you don't have that machine in your gym, right? So with this one, you can do like a bar, get under it, put a pad or something, and lift it with your waist, and put it back on a bench, and we'll do the same thing. Very, very important that we kind of focus on part muscles and part not, but this one is core, you know? See people focusing on abs, on obliques, but nobody focus on the tailbone area where all the back gonna get stiff, no mobility, you know, and then start with the desk and the back problem and all like a lower back problem. So we gotta look at this exercise as actually, I think of it as a stretch, but it's very, very good. Yeah, keep tuning in. It's pretty amazing. Gotta try to drop some of that gold nuggets. as you can tell, I'm doing isolation with each one. Why? Well, definitely your knee is not the same on both ends, so as well as like the muscles around your knee. So each leg is not as strong as the other one, and we're already like born with some muscles more developed than the other. So to recover that, you have to do isolation. So after I do this extension, I definitely ended up with isolation for more focused development of the muscle. There you go. Alright, this is our first leg workout. The gym is closing, so I have to head out soon. But that is majorly what I do. And there's going to be a different kind of workouts in general when I'm like adding more of these. So it'll be a little more details, a little bit more explanation on how or why I go about it like this. Stay tuned. See you in the second one.